Today's lesson is going to be a little different from the other ones.
Pretty good drawing there.
Beautiful. I kind of messed up on my warm-up. So my triangle is not really a triangle. So, okay, to start with, this lesson is a little different in the title compared to the others. So, you guys have grown up with this for a while. You guys have heard of Common Core, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, my book is older than Common Core.
Dang.
So, in order to meet Common Core standards, they added in these extra lessons. And so this is an extra lesson. So that's why CC stands for Common Core, and this is Section 5. So, it's going to work exactly the same as all the others, it's just the title weird, to help me remember what is what. That's why. But today's lesson is actually pretty easy, I think. So, when we did our trig functions, when we did SOHCAHTOA, what did every single triangle have in common?
It was a right angle
They
triangle.
all had right angles, right?
Oh, so we're
Well,
not doing that.
what we're going to use today is for any triangle. So, trig functions, it needs to be 90 degrees. You need to have a 90-degree angle in there. For these, you do not need that. So, we're going to use what's called the law of sines. So, if we have a triangle ABC here with with the sides opposite the angles having the same letter. So, A is right here, right? My opposite from here is going to be a lowercase a, opposite from here, lowercase b, opposite from c, lowercase c, right? Okay. If I have it set up like this, I'm going to use my law of sines. And law of sines says, and actually, let me write this bigger. Law of sines says sine of angle A divided by the opposite side, lowercase a, is going to equal sine of angle B divided by the opposite side, lowercase b, which is going to equal sine of angle C divided by the opposite side, which is lowercase c. And basically what this means is, as long as I have an angle and its opposite side, I can find pretty much anything else in this triangle by using this law of sines, just by setting up a proportion. So we've done this before. You guys remember when we did scale factor and that kind of thing? Same type of thing. Same idea. So sine A over A equals sine B over B equals sine C over C. So let's look at this triangle right here. And I'm just going to write my, actually I'm going to copy and paste it because I'm feeling lazy. My law of sines real quick. Nope, not you. Okay.
Why are you doing that one?
So I'm trying to copy it.
Why don't you do a good one? It looks nice.
It's too small.
You can make it bigger.
Is there not copy? There it is.
You copied the whole thing.
You copy too much.
Get out of here. Okay, problem solved. First try.
Sure. Oh,
All right.
Yeah, I'll
No.
take that.
Okay, I fixed it. All right, there we go. I should have shortened down. That would have been quicker.
Really
Okay,
would have.
so using law of sines, I can find x and y, even though this isn't a right triangle. So I'm going to go sine of angle A is 48, right? Divided by the opposite of that, which is x, is going to equal sine of angle B, which is 93, divided by the opposite of that, which is 15, which is going to equal sine of angle C, which is 39, divided by the opposite of that, which is y.
Why?
Why?
Just why?
Okay, so I can find x and y pretty easy by, let's say if I want to find x here, I'm just going to pick the one I want to find, which is x, and I'm going to pick the one that has numbers, both numbers. So I'm going to use this one in the middle, right? So I'm just going to set up a proportion. Sine of 48 over x equals sine of 93. That looks terrible. Man, let me try it again. You okay there, Kylie? Sounded very dramatic. It's going to equal sine of 93 over 15. How can I solve it for x?
Fish method?
We can use the fish method. Yeah. So
Wait.
I'm going to set up my fish method here. Sine of 48 times 15 divided by sine of 93 is going to equal x. And x is going to be my missing side, right? Okay, so let me grab Desmos. Actually, I'm looking at sine of 48 times 15. Do sine of 48 times 15.
Divided by.
And we're gonna have to do a divided by, if I can, there's my divide sign. Divided by sine of, what was that last one?
40, 93.
Sine of 48.
Can't say it.
No, sine 90, yeah, you're right, sine 93. Divided by sine of 93. And I get x is 12.15.
Is it in degrees?
No, because it's the side, right? It's the side, so it's just going to be 12.15. And I should have some units, but oh well. It's fine. 12.15. X is 12.15. I can solve for y by basically doing the exact same thing. Except this time, I'm going to take the one I am going to want to find, so this one with y, and I'm going to use the one with numbers, and I'm going to use this middle one. Even though I could use the one with x, it's got decimals in there, and I don't feel like doing decimals. So I'm going to go sine of 93 over 15 is going to equal sine of 39 over y. We're going to solve it for y. And it's just a fish method again. Start here at sine of 39, multiply by 15, divided by, that's a 3, I promise. Sine of 3, 93 right there. And it's going to equal y. So just like before, I'm going to plug it straight into Desmos. Sine of 39 times 15 divided by sine of 93. Alright, so it was, you know what, I'm just going to replace these. Sine of 39 times 15 divided by sine of 93. Sine of 39 times 15 divided by sine of, oh. Dang it.
I told you, it was in degrees.
You didn't say that.
Yeah, I did. I said that a little bit ago.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
On X, when we were doing X. I was like
Keep doing
wondering,
this.
was that way?
Alright, well, y is 9.45. X is wrong because I was in radians. Stupid radians. Actually, they're really nice. It's just we're not using them now. Alright, I gotta go back and fix this first one. It's not 12.15. That was radians. So we're doing degrees. Sine of 48. What? It's not my fault. I blame Ryan.
Okay, I could take that blame.
He asked me how my day was going. I didn't even think about it. Didn't even think about it.
That's good.
Totally his fault. 48.
I can
Alright,
take it.
X is 11.16. There we go. So X is 11.16.
Oh,
Y.
no, haircuts is
What?
I'm gonna blame Chloe. She asked a weird question. I couldn't stop thinking about it. Alright, let's try one more. And then that's it. Short lesson today.
Holy cow!
There's such thing as hair odor.
What? What?
Did you look up the answer?
Anyway.
I think it's your scalp.
Alright, so I'm gonna set it up. And I'm gonna go sine of 120 over 18 is gonna equal sine of b over 11, which is going to equal sine of c. Actually, do we have any side over here?
No.
No. So, how am I going to end up finding c? Because I don't have a side
You
over
have
here
to
to use it, right?
You have to find
B.
Yep.
B.
We're going to find b and then just do the 180 thing, which I probably should have done on the last one, but oh well.
Oh well, who cares?
Actually, no, I couldn't do that on the last one because they were all sides. Alright, so on this one, it is a little different. I can still use fish method, but after I go through and solve this, I have the sine of b here, right?
Yeah.
After I go through and use my fish method, I'm going to have to do an inverse sine to get rid of this sign. So I'm going to have sine of b is going to equal, I'm going to do my fish method now, 11 times sine of 120 divided by 18. Let me go here into Desmos. 11 times sine of 120 divided by 18 and I get 0.53 rounded up to 0.53. So I gotta be careful because I don't have b as 0.53, sine of b is 0.53. So I'm gonna have to go back here into Desmos and do my inverse sine, or arc sine. And we get that b is, let's just say 32. We'll round it to 32. So I did my inverse sine there just to...
Can I go to the bathroom after the lesson?
I think somebody else called it. But yeah. Alright, and I gotta be careful because b is a degree, because it's a pointer, so I better put my degree symbol. Alright, and now we can find c by doing the 180 thing. Kind of there. That's the easy one. 180 minus 120 minus 32 is going to equal c. That's going to be 60 minus 32, which is 28. And I'm going to put degrees. 28 degrees equals c. Alright, not too bad, I hope. Any questions in this so far?
No.
Okay, you guys start. I want you to find b and c. So, one of these will involve just using law of sines. The other one is going to involve law of sines and doing an inverse sine.
Okay, maybe I don't got it.
Start by setting up the big sine A over A equals sine B over B equals sine C over C.
Why do they make the ceilings like little like round and flat?
What?
Like the little holes.
Yeah.
Why do they make them like that round?
Wait. What?
I think it helps with noise.
That's weird.
What
It
helps
helps
with
break
noise?
up the. It helps so the sound waves don't reflect off of it as well. But I'm not 100% sure. I'm not an architect.
Like this?
Maybe
Maybe you
they-
should look up on Google why.
Maybe they
ceilings
just
have
did
holes
it for
in
the
them.
lulls.
I like the popcorn ceilings. What's the point of that?
Oh wait, sine of 1
Ah, shoot.
Alright.
Freaking A.
So we define yes sir?
I'm gonna find C and D, right? So you're gonna have to do two different things. So pick one to solve for first. Okay. So you're just gonna
You
look at
can see where
this
people
one
do their
and the
pencil.
one with numbers. Just set up your.
Did you get it right? For B?
Kind
For
of
C.
what I'm doing.
For B, I got 30 degrees.
Sine 130 degrees.
Yeah, because I did that 180 minus thing because there's all the numbers in there.
I don't even know how
I
to
think
do
it's
it.
irritating back in the
I keep moving my left leg.
Sine
and it
180
hurts.
divided by 2.
Oh, dear, came in your backyard?
No, I said a tear that came back in my eye and it hurts. It was like when I yawned, my eyes started to water.
Good question, Trista?
Yes.
Look at your fingerprints.
Let's put over C, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's what I asked. And then B over so. I mean, sorry, no.
Equals sine of B over sine.
Yeah. Same difference.
Yep, but start by just solving for C. Make it easy. Solve for C. Give you another couple minutes. They aren't super difficult, but they do take a little bit of time. At least in my opinion.
Okay. Degrees, haha. Okay. I'm not gonna be like
So,
Goku.
hey, Mr. Goki.
Hmm.
Okay. For C, I got 7.3.
I don't know how to do it.
What's this one?
I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, you gotta find C,
C,
right?
that's supposed to be C, right?
So let's set up with
Yeah,
the law of
it's supposed to be
sines.
C,
So let's
not
go
B.
equals sine 47
Because it's
over
Oh,
close.
yeah. I just set it up. So I set it up at the sine 47.
Over C.
That really helps.
NFA.
X, yeah, that's right.
Sine 103 over 10.
And then you just do a fish
How do you
method.
find
On C.
But like to
Okay.
real quick though.
So let's use this because it's all
If you
filled
put
in,
your
right?
head up too long,
And this
like,
one
you
is
can
without
feel
finding
it.
now.
And set up a
10
proportion.
times sine 47. Times C
Oh,
divided by C.
no, divided by.
Like,
Yeah,
it's
okay,
like
divided by.
14.
Wait.
Okay, I
10?
use your fish method to solve.
It feels
Would
like
be
when you
103.
flip
Or
flops.
cross multiply.
Times 10 divided by 47.
Or you mean 47 times 10 divided by 700?
Okay, see. Yeah, either way works. Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, you
You have a question, Kylie, or are you
Times
just being
43.
weird?
I'm just raising my hand.
43 times
Wait,
10.
wait, wait.
Do I have to ask
Times
Andrew?
47 times 10 divided by 703.
Wait. It's
Okay.
you divide and then multiply, or no, you multiply. Hey, right. When you do
Or
15, you
just
divide
divide.
first or multiply.
You got what?
Yep.
So it'd be sin of
The
47
easy way.
times by 10 divided
Alright,
by
I'll give you, people are still working, I'll give you some more time. Then we'll go over it, and that'll be it. Might start on the exit ticket if you're done already.
And finding B is easy.
Yeah, I should have made it more
Finding
difficult,
B is
but I
easy.
did.
180 minus 103 minus 47 equals B. Not easy.
I don't know.
Wait. Hey, right. Did you get 7.51?
I got 50. Yeah, I say 51 because did you get 7.5 over 5? That's why you rounded up to 1? Yeah. For B, did you get 3?
Yeah.
Exit ticket.
Ouch.
Oh wait, okay, right here, that's for you?
Just finding B? This
Okay.
one's easy. What
So,
the heck?
I have a headache.
So you get this, right? This is
Kylie.
sine of B equals that.
Mhm.
So how do you get rid of the sine of B? How do you get rid of sine of
Oh,
B?
but your
This is
mouth's
sine.
really loud.
So put it
yeah,
at 40.
because my mouth is so big.
That's the answer I got from this.
The 42 point.
That's not. This is what I got from doing that.
You got 50?
Yes. Wait, is one last?
I'm actually
Serious,
curious.
I
I hard
did.
though.
It was 0.6 something. Oh.
It sounds like knocking on wood.
I'm gonna get a bruise like right in the middle of my forehead.
Me too.
Yeah, just add this up to 3.
Hey Ryan, open your mouth and knock on your head and see how loud yours is.
That's what you're getting.
Like this.
I'm trying to figure out how you got it. Okay.
Were you just saying your
I'm
head?
stupid. Yeah, I was just in my head.
I'm
Yes.
different. Yeah, I'm different.
You gotta open your mouth.
You got
If you're
6,
allowed.
7, you said?
Open your mouth. It makes it louder.
You guys are weird. I want you to know.
Do I round this up to 3?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, let me see.
Or you're not hitting.
No, just
No.
2.9.
Just back
No,
here.
it'd be 2.3.
Yeah, you're not hitting.
2.3?
Like a
Let me
baby.
see.
Wouldn't that be just a 3 then? Because 2.95.
Sure why
Wouldn't it be
that's
just a
weird.
3?
Oh yeah, I would.
Just like
But
I'm
that's just to go through that one time.
So
You
you
like,
got 7.
you do that looking around.
Yeah.
So I just looked at that. That's the exit ticket?
Yeah, that's the exit ticket.
Oh, I can how many there are.
How many you put a 3? Cricket, a 3.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how you
Get the
got
fish net
I
thing.
don't know.
Easy.
I probably used a different thing.
now the top of my head's really warm.
Mine
Is mine all red? Can I
Yeah.
do it on the board?
Is mine?
What's the compass tail?
Here, I'll just watch. You can go.
Ah, look at the front spread.
Well, I got it wrong.
Nope, 7.
You got the Hades guy. Nope.
7 times sine 130.
Oh, content.
Nope.
Here, I'll just do this one.
I think it was DE.
I just
It was D. A chunk of walk with dust and space and cottage.
I can do this
Metroid?
I know you serious.
No, B. Metroid.
Meteorite.
The
Really?
answer?
Yeah.
Wait, we start with the
Oh,
one
you
that
didn't
has
click me.
We
Yeah,
start
Yeah,
with,
because it's a comet.
we start with the.
Meteors are just like blocks.
I have no idea why this is so weird.
A meteoroid. A meteor is when it comes to Earth, but a meteorite is when it hits the ground.
Stupid. I'm dumb. I should have known that.
I don't know.
Okay. We start with we just start with this one, right?
Did you do the homework last night?
Sine 17 times 10 divided by
Did you?
98.
Oh, yeah,
Really?
thank you for
Did you do it for my voice crack twice? And that's
I was done for
Do you want to put what's
chapter.
equals?
Yeah.
Really?
No, I know I'm
doing
doing
it.
2.5. Because I feel like I'm at home.
Gotcha. How about you? Did you do the homework last night?
Pretty big go. What?
Alright, we
I
get
think that's a
C
no.
equals 7.5.
0, 1, 5, 1, or 0.
Alright. And then B is easy to find because we just do 180 minus. I shouldn't have even put B on there, but
I know,
Like,
right?
okay,
Okay, I know,
20
right?
plus 42.
You should put
just
B in the
yeah, I'm
outer.
still not sure how you did that.
Doesn't matter, so.
I don't.
TT. Take a deep breath and chill.
Broken Desmos. It's broken.
Desmos is easy to
I don't care
create.
about that.
I know. It bothers me. It bothers me so. Alright, we get B equals 30. Nice job, Tristan.
The cap for my pen
Why did
is
you like
attached
math,
to my
Corky?
wrist.
I actually started out trying to be a computer science teacher, but
What did I do?
You started out being a science teacher, Gold?
Computer science.
plus
Oh.
way more job security.
I thought it was my fault.
Alright, nice job, guys.
Come on.
Starting your exit ticket if you haven't. I'm going to turn on Scredive right now.
Oh,
So
I
now
need
you're
help
just
with that
both.
too. You come here.
Ooh.